Please introduce your players.
Yeah, to my immediate right here, Alexander McWay. In the middle here, Jacoby Walter. And on the far end down there, Thatcher McClure. Senior, junior, senior. All unbelievable young men.
Coach, opening thoughts on the game?
Obviously, the end result wasn't what we wanted. We weren't just happy to be here. We wanted to win this thing. And you can tell by the expression on these young men on their faces just how much this hurt. I've been coming down here, and I told Coach Peavy this after the game. I've been coming down here for 28 years to this tournament, and I've seen a lot of great teams. I saw the Chris Bosch teams with Lincoln, TJ Ford teams at Willow Ridge, and I know there's one I'm leaving out here. But I'm not so sure that team we just played there is not the best I've ever seen down here. I mean, they're just they're incredibly talented. They're incredibly well coached. They had it cooking in the first half, and when a team like that gets it going, it's tough. I was really proud how hard our kids fought in the second half. We challenged them at halftime, and they went out there and they answered the bell. And we talked about it. We're done 25 at halftime, and believe me, we weren't expecting that. So we just challenged them at halftime. And regardless of what the final score is out there at the end of this thing, we're going to walk out of here proud of our effort in the second half. And I was really proud of it. We had a 15-2 quarter working there in the third quarter. We kind of missed a switch there at the end, and Anthony got to the rim and scored. So I think we won that quarter 15-4, but almost cut half of their lead, And so I was just really proud. I liked where we were going into the fourth quarter. We had the foul count up. We knew we'd be shooting free throws the rest of the game. But man, they're just a tremendous team, and they just keep coming at you in waves. And hats off to them. They absolutely deserve to win that. There's no excuses here.
Questions up to the floor.
Coach, you shoot anything up defensively in the third quarter there, but helped you guys get back into it? Or?
Thought we just did a better job containing the ball up top, walling up when it got around the rim, and we did a better job winning 50-50 balls. And I thought our first shot defense was better. I think part of that was, we weren't allowing so much easy offense for them with some of our mistakes on the offensive end. I think we had 10 turnovers at the half. Some of those were live ball turnovers that led to transition buckets for them. We're really good in transition. They're really good in transition. And you just can't give teams like that the kind of shots they were getting, the fast break points. And then they started getting really comfortable behind that arc. I think they banked a couple in, and God, a team that good doesn't need any help from the basketball gods. But again, all credit to them. They did a tremendous job. I'm thrilled with how hard our kids competed in the second half, and I thought, gave us a chance, going into that fourth quarter.
Coach, new defense and obviously make things really difficult in half court, but it broke open a little bit for you guys in the third. I'm wondering what you thought changed for you guys offensively.
I thought we started getting adjusted a little bit to the physicality. The first part of the game, we just had a hard time adjusting to the physicality. They were really letting them play. We're a dribble drive team, and when you don't go by a guy and draw help, it makes it kind of difficult to run dribble drive. So, we're asking the guys to do some things that we don't normally do, which is set some off the ball screens. And run some tight cuts or some rejections off of that, and pop the screener back, and try to create a little bit of space so we have some room to operate. I thought the times we did that, I thought we got some pretty good stuff. What was the original question? I'm just kind of going off here. My ADD's kicking in here.
It's a good answer, but what exactly changed in the third quarter?
We adjusted to. I thought we adjusted better to the physicality of it. In the defense, I think we started getting some stops on the defensive end, which kind of eased us, allowed us to initiate offense a little easier, because when you're taking the ball out of the basket, you're going against a set defense. If you're getting stops, you're going against a defense that's not set. So I think that was a part of it too. So our defense obviously helped us out there, and we guarded it really well in the third quarter. That was what we wanted to do all along. And I was really proud of that.
For Coach and the players, I mean, just as tough as this is in the moment, just what has this run been like, just doing something that no other team in school history has ever done?
Doing it with these guys, a lot of us, we started, when I came in as freshmen, they were sophomores. They were my first high school team I played with, and just freshman year, we didn't make it as far as we wanted to in the playoffs. Sophomore year, we didn't either. So this last year with them and just going this far, it just means a lot because I've seen their growth and we done it together, and it's just been amazing.
But just reflecting on, y'all had some, I did anyway, but y'all had some very hot moments this year, defeating some teams that people didn't expect y'all to defeat, man. So what does that say about this team, how hard y'all fight? Y'all never give up. Even with tonight's game, y'all didn't stop fighting until the buzzer rang out.
We've always been on the other side of the big games. Everybody expected us to lose, and we knew that coming in, but Coach would always tell us he would never think that when we won those games it was an upset, because we believed that we were always that team. So every game we came into, we always believed that we could beat them no matter what their rank is or who's on the team, and we always just tried to go at their necks, and that showed throughout the playoffs.
I also want to chime in on the support we had from our town. Just we made history with this run, and that's what we remember for forever. So.
And Alex, I know man, you part of history from yesterday, man. That was very history, man. So what's it like to know that forever in Texas, you all have national history, you got a play that's gonna be forever remembered?
I'm just glad I got to do it with this team. That's really all I have to say about that.
Coach.
To produce your this and have a season like this, and what did you see in that what made them so special?
Well, I just, I think it starts with how much they loved each other and how much they cared for each other. Kobe just talked about how, we had a disappointing loss last year. It ended a little bit earlier than we wanted it to. And I just think that kind of melded us, I think we kind of really took a long look at, hey, we got a chance to be really good this next year. And we worked really hard. All of these dudes worked really hard in the spring. They all had incredible summers, and they came back better. And, and they've already kind of touched on it. We wanted this so bad for McKinney. We wanted it for all the former players. We wanted it for, the former, our former students and fans. It's a wonderful community. And I've told these guys, we told these guys this all year, this community loves you. You're gonna have so much support as we go through this thing, and they got a chance to see that tonight. This community's special, and so we were playing for a lot of people, obviously ourselves, but we were playing for a lot of people, and we felt that. And I just got to say this, and I've told these guys before, and I'll go in the locker room and tell them again. I can't thank these dudes enough. Okay, the journey they took us on, and I'm going to try not to get emotional here. The journey they took us on created moments for our coaching staff, for me personally, for my family, for our community, that I can't thank them enough for. I mean, we're playing in the regional tournament, and I had 7 or 8 guys from my high school show up to that game, guys I haven't seen in over 20 years. And none of that happens without these dudes here. And it's just one of the special things about high school sports. And another thing I'm going to say, these guys were so close. We got a bunch of dudes here. They all went to middle school in McKinney, Texas, okay? And they grew up playing together, and playing for our community meant a lot to them. And I think it's a testament to them, their families, because believe me, these dudes had some choices. They could go a lot of places. A lot of places would love to have these guys come play, but they trusted us. They're great kids from great families, and I'll be forever indebted to them and their parents for trusting us and then taking our community on just an unbelievable ride. Thanks.
Coach, Steph, man, can you talk about your starting point guard? He's very underrated guard. He does what a lot won't do. He dish it out, score, tough.
I agree. I think when you said underrated, right?
Yes, Yes, sir, I did.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think sometimes we get too caught up in the measurables, you know, and he's the prime example of that. I mean, at some point, I think production needs to matter, you know, and you got a kid like Cove who can be completely disruptive to the other team in terms of them just getting into their offense. He can go by guys, he can create easy shots for others, and he can go score. And he plays his heart out every single game for us. And he's a winner. And he's going to keep getting better. The amount of improvement he made from last year to this year was incredible. And I know how hard he works. I know how that just means to him. I see him making a huge jump next year. Yeah, he's definitely underrated. And hopefully down here against some really good teams, it got the attention of some colleges. You know, I can't hand out scholarships, but I can sure advocate for my guys. And I'm going to tell you, he's somebody that hopefully got a lot of attention by his production level this weekend.
All right, thank you. Congratulations on the season.
Thank you.